Welcome to your daily focus, June the 6th, 2022. Yes, it is a 666 day. My name's Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's look at the numerology first. First of all, we'll look at the 6 because that is the ultimate energy of the day, is the 6 energy, June the 6th. And the 6 energy is about our routines, our health and well-being, our relationships, and looking at them and how to grow, how to strengthen ourselves and ourselves on our path, and our path perhaps as well. And if we look at the numerology of the day, yes, it's a 6 plus 6 plus 6, which is an 18. Now the 18 energy is about understanding where your focus is. And does it bring you harmony? Does it bring you peace of mind? Does it bring you a sense of freedom? Does it bring in a sense of liberation? And we want to feel that freedom. We want to feel that liberation, to be creative, to be authentic, to be unique, to be ourselves. 1 plus 8 is a 9. So it is about completions and endings, absolutely, in order to clear out the energy so that we can bring in new things into our life, the things that we want to be in our lives, rather than some of the things that are lingering around us right now. So we have a beautiful energy under that aspect. Now, June 6, 2022 is a 666 energy. And I know it has a bad rap, okay? The symbol of the beast is the 666, but really when you look at the 666 and you look at all the different aspects of the numerology, I'm really going to boil it down for you instead of going off on for 20 minutes on the different aspects you can look at with the angel definitions or a certain kind of numerology and their definitions. And you may be over focusing on something that is trivial to the point where you are losing sight of what's really important. So the 666 energy is definitely a portal, and it's a portal that offers us a divine nudge, for lack of a better term, to redirect our focus, redirect our attention, redirect our actions and our words perhaps. So under that 6 energy, we're looking at our well-being, we're looking at our routines, we're looking at where we're putting our focus. And are we worried about all this little stuff over here and it's drawing us away from the bigger picture? Now, we also have, we have the sun in Gemini, moon, I think moves into Virgo. So by the time we wake up this morning, the moon will be in Virgo, which is a 6 energy as well. So we have that energy, which is a 6 energy happening in our lives. And that's going to bring in this want to heal or help or fix in some way. So fix yourself, heal yourself, help yourself in realigning your focus to what really matters. Now, Sun and Chiron, I think they're getting along up in the sky, which means we will be able to problem solve under this energy to see the bigger picture. So maybe we have been allowing blinders to be on. And so we need to redirect our focus to the expansion of what can be in our life, the potential that we hold within ourselves. What else is happening up in the sky? Venus and Neptune, they're not getting along so well. So we could either imagine the very best today, or we could imagine the very worst today. We'll have a tendency to want to gloss over those problems too. We won't want to look them in the eye. And under the 666 energy, we may need to look them in the eye in order to dissipate them, in order to leave them in the past, in order to be able to move forward from them. So we could have temporary doubts about who we are, our potential. Absolutely. There's a negative side, always. Or we could pay attention to the energies, our self-talk, and we can catch ourselves when we're starting to doubt ourselves or think that we're not lovable enough, or we're not worthy enough, we're not deserving enough, we're not talented enough, whatever it might be. And just say, just hold on right there. Just stop. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am lovable, and I have creativity, and I have love to give, and I have self-expression to pour out into the world. Start talking to yourself in a different way. And today you may very well notice where you do that. It might stand out. You might get the clarity and understanding so that you can redirect yourself. You're like, oh my gosh, I've been putting the focus over here, and I should be focusing on this, of what I can do so great, of where I can move forward, of what strengths I have. Utilize my courage, perhaps. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say, shall we? Okay, our shadow card of the day is, look at this, the Fool comes out as the shadow card of today. You may feel like you are completing paths and healing, and what you're really doing is opening up the door to the new beginning. How many times have I said, and I think I stopped saying it because it just wasn't showing up, but here's the Fool. And we haven't seen the Fool in readings for, oh my gosh, I don't know how long. It hasn't been this year. The Fool has not been coming out this year at all. I would think leading into the tail end of last year, the Fool probably wasn't too present. So about this time last year, maybe the Fool showed its face in our daily readings. It's about preparing yourself for that new beginning, that new start. It is about redirection. It is about realigning our focus. It is about paying attention to what we are focusing on and where we want to truly grow and what we want to bring in as our reality, our goals, our dreams, our desires, the successes we want to celebrate. We're preparing the path on a day like today. So you may feel like you're putting a lot of things to rest, because I think it's a lot of healing involved, especially with the 666. It's the healing involved, or we're really looking at the value of, or a whole bunch of different things. Or we're looking at our inner light, our inner spirit, and where we kind of muffle our voice, our talents, our abilities, the unique us, because we don't think that somebody might like it, or we're worried, we're fearful of letting it out. The true us. And so we wear these masks, and we only show parts of ourselves to different people, and different parts to different people. And this is about claiming your authenticity. First card, King of Cups. King of Cups is saying, okay, ask yourself these questions. Am I happy? Do they treat me well? Do I feel loved? Are my finances in order? Do I like my job? Do they treat me with respect? Who are my friends? Do they support me? Do they love me? Do they raise me up? Where do I live? Do I like it? What would I change about it? What would make me happier, more content? We sit there, and there's all these waves around us. So it's about getting in touch with our emotions on how we feel about certain aspects of our life, of our routines, of our day in, day out, of our mundane. And is there room for growth? Is there reason for change? Is there a possibility or a potential that we need to walk away. Oh my gosh. After the King of Cups comes the Emperor, smack dab in the middle of our reading today. So, be the diplomat today. You know what I didn't even go into is because the Emperor showed up now. Ding, 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 ding. Was 6 plus 6 is a 12. So that's the Hangman. That's about being in the moment. That's about there is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow, there's the here and now. And where are we in this here and now? And how do we want to go forward? What do we want our reality to look like? The Emperor shows up here now in the middle. And the Emperor doesn't wish and he doesn't hope and he doesn't dream and he doesn't fantasize. And those aren't his ways of achieving a goal at all. He looks at what he wants. He looks at the finished product of where he wants to go, what he wants to create. And then, what he doesn't know, he gets people around him. And they tell him this and they tell him that. And then we can do it this way. We can do it that way. We can do it. And he takes all that information in. And just because they said it can be done doesn't mean he's going to do it. He thinks it through and then he strategizes. And then he steps forward. And the only question in his mind is not, I hope it materializes. I hope I find success. I wish I have this in my... None of that. It's when will it show up and will it be better than I'm even imagining? So it's a thing of when, because once you've thought it through, once you've made the decision, once you've strategized the plan, once you step into that plan and start acting upon it, the only thing is when is it going to show up, because it will show up. And the king or the emperor knows that very well. So does the king, by the way. The king is one of our, the king, now I'm going the king. The emperor is one of our strongest diplomats in the deck. So we can be very diplomatic with ourselves and really hold back. Once again, a little bit of that 12 energy coming in for us, telling us to back it up, think it through, take the blinders off, see what is really available to you. One of our strongest intuitives of the deck as well. So feel it. Pay attention to your emotion, how your body feels. When you dream it, when you see the possibility, do you tense up? Do you relax? Is your breathing shallow? Is it very... Do you feel energized? Do you feel fear? What is your body telling you about what you are experiencing in your movie that you're playing for yourself of what is to be, what is to become in your life? Okay. Third card, look at this, the Ace of Swords. That aha moment comes in. That epiphany happens. You get this sense of clarity. You get this knowing. It's like lightning strikes you and the light bulb goes on and you know exactly where you want to go and what you need to do. That is the power of the 666 energy. That you understand now, you get that divine nudge for, hey, look over here, and you do, and you see, and you become. We'll get a mantra. I don't think I can add to that. So we do have amazing energy to embrace today if we so choose to. And for those of you who really feel prone to it's an evil number of some sort, then look at your life in the fact of where is there evil? Where is there bad in my life? How can I eradicate it? Because you can. So easily too. It doesn't need to be there. Originality, blaze your own trail. Originality. So, I kind of get this where we're hiding parts of ourselves, and it's time to let that part of ourselves out because that's where the true magic is. But we've been told, or we've been brainwashed in what society says we're supposed to do, and please don't tell me you're above being brainwashed by all the ads and the TV shows and the news itself and what it says. And I can still tell you to this day that it's 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Now, how do I know that? Because the McDonald's commercial came on over and over and over and over and over again, telling me how great a Big Mac was. And you could probably recite probably 20 to 50 commercials. If I just brought up the beginning of it, you would know it too. Or maybe it's a theme song for a show that you seem to know. When you sing that so many times to yourself, or you hear it so many times, it becomes, what is the message within that song? What are you actually singing about? What are you inviting in? What are you reading about in the papers? And because everybody's kind of saying the same thing, you're buying into it, but it's just really fictional anyways. And what fictions are you reading that are actually more truthful than the you have to look at all these things. Originality, it's about your spark. It's about your beauty. It's about blazing your very own trail in who you are and your magic and your potential and your path, your destiny. Originality, be a go-getter. Be a free spirit by nature. Exhibit originality, courage, defiance. You were born to succeed. You were born to breathe excitement, love, and life into the lives of others. And despite the chaotic ways that happen, be loving and generous. The mantra is, love me without fear. Trust me without wondering. Love me without restriction. Love me without demands. For I am worth it. So right back to the being worthy of it. I am worth it. So when you start to get that nagging little, I'm not worthy, or I'm not intelligent enough, or I'm not talented enough, when you're saying these things to yourself, say, stop. I am worthy. I am deserving. Okay, let's get an animal here. Whoop, one tried to run away. I got it. Okay, let's see what we get here. For our animal, the hummingbird. And the hummingbird is all about miracles. There we have it. Let's see if I can get it so it zooms in. There you are. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracles of happiness. So you can be the joy bringer in people's lives. You can smile. You can give a compliment. It doesn't cost anything to smile at somebody or give a compliment. You ever just stop somebody and say, oh my gosh, I just love that shirt you're wearing. Or, oh my gosh, how long did it take to get your hair like that? Because it's just gorgeous. Or, like, oh my gosh, if I could only do my makeup like you. Oh my gosh, where did you get those shoes? I need a pair. And just those little things just raise you up. You listen to somebody, and then the next day you fly out an email or a text or something saying, wow, it was just amazing talking with you and what you brought to the table, and thank you so much for sharing. It's so easy to give a compliment, to thank somebody, to notice somebody, to say I see you to somebody. And that alone has saved so many lives of people being suicidal or depressed, and somebody noticed them and said, I see you. And that's all they really wanted in the first place, was just somebody to see them. So spread the miracle of happiness, spread the miracle of you. It's all about spreading the miracle of you. The hummingbird is here to say, you create the miracles, right? You create the miracles. Create the miracles around you, in your environment. Bring in beauty and happiness and joy in your life. And look where you can create those things. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.